My name's Jangoo Chapkana, and I'm the musical director for this production of Blood Brothers. We started rehearsals for this about 2 weeks ago, and of course we are now in our very, very exciting production week with the promise of the preview tonight and the opening night coming up very soon. So it's been a relatively short lead up and a very short relatively short rehearsal period leading up to it to put together what is actually quite a long and complex and very, very complicated show. I'm not actually sure I would know how to categorize it, because there's a little bit of swing. There are some moments where it's pure music theatre in a sort of recited style. There are elements, lots of elements of contemporary pop, what you might call gentle rock ballads, or you might even like to call them feel-good numbers. So as far as the genre is concerned, it really is a mixed bag of styles, going all the way from traditional swing to even reggae at times, and what you might call a rock ballad. One of the big challenges of directing the music for this show is that we have a lot of the thematic material repeated throughout the show, and of course each time we're trying to do something slightly different to avoid monotony and to try and keep the audience as engaged as possible, and of course for it to be a through line and follow the text, and to really try and underpin what's happening in the stream of the dramaturgy. It is one of the longest running musicals in the West End, and many people who go and see it are repeat offenders. They keep going back to see it. I guess to begin with, it's just a very clever story. I think it's a very clever story. Secondly, I also think that every song in the musical comes at exactly the right place, and it really helps to underpin what's going on with the story. It just seems just right. Every song comes just at the right time. It's set in just the right sort of a style. It's upbeat when it needs to be upbeat. It's a melancholy ballad when it needs to be reflective. It's almost speech-like when we need to link parts of the story together. And I think that all of those things contribute to a recipe to really help engage an audience. Apart from that, I think that the characters in the play are so engaging. The two twins, different though they are, the so-called mad woman upon the hill, and of course Mrs. Johnston, I should say, and of course all of it bound together with a brilliant role from the narrator. And in this particular production we have Ian Toyne playing the part of the narrator. The narrator is virtually a constant presence on stage, and helps to plot the story, and the narrator actually helps the audience to think about what's going on, and it's a very, very significant role. My old teacher used to say to me, there is no small role in music theatre, and anyone who comes to see the show will, I think, be quite astonished at how significant the roles are of people who are not major characters. And in fact, we have actors here who are playing 6, 7 and 8 different characters in the show, all of them pulling their weight, all of them, to be honest, I'm really in awe of them. And of course I've got a ringside seat, because in John Senchuk's production, the band is actually part of the dramaturgy, and the piano is actually on stage. So as I said, I've got an A-class seat to all the action. There's got to be some reason why people who come to Blood Brothers keep coming back to see it, and keep coming back to see it, and keep coming back to see it. Because each time they come to the performance, they take something away from it, which is just slightly different. It's a busy production. There's a lot going on stage, and I actually think you could come every night and notice something new and interesting that you didn't pick up before. So it's on in Perth. It's a fantastic production. One of the biggest kicks for me has been working alongside John Senchuk and just seeing the way in which the play unfolds before his eyes. You can sort of almost hear the creative process taking place, and in a very gentle, calm and relaxed manner. He's got a remarkable ability to just put it all together and make it seem just right. So come along to Blood Brothers, you won't regret it.